Ready.
Okay, I'll just start the recording and introduction. Yeah, we'll go straight into it. Okay, good afternoon to the Wellcoin Talk community. Today we have an AMA with RoboInu. Here to speak about the project is Vi. So Vi, yeah, if we could just start with the core team's background and experience with crypto, that'd be great.
Okay, sure. So, basically, the core team right now is comprises of people that, the developer coming from the big tech company, Google and the tech firm. So they are basically doing the coding and the developing of the products. So I myself, as a person running the commercials, and also from the community perspective, that how to lay out the roadmap and also the white paper, as well as from the community operations and all that. I have been working in the tech industry for the last 8 years, but more on the sales industry, software, the service. And in terms of blockchain and also cryptocurrency kind of experience, I have been in the space for about 2 to 3 years now, and running a couple of projects in the past. And now I has been gotten into this project since the launch of the token in November. So at the team, from the team right now, we have about 10 people, and of course, we do hire the people from outside as well, coming to become a software engineer, because there are certain skill set that we need to outsource from outside. So we do bring people on board to help us for certain product that we are going to launch into the markets at the end of April.
I think you were cutting in and out there for me. I don't know whether anyone else was picking that up. But if we can start with part of the supply will be donated to NASA for research and a mission to land robotic dogs on Mars. It's very interesting. Can we go into some details about that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, because a part of the team, they are working in the research industry. So, when the creations of this token, because it is a community-driven token. So, prior to the creations, the creator of this project, they work in the research industry, and they wanted to support the NASA and also as well as the space related activity. So because of, if you read the article about NASA's ambition to bring robotic dog to Mars, so we want to kind of like donate a certain supply of the token. When we convert that into an amount of money, we donate and make these ambitions become a reality. And we are already in talk with the people coming from NASA, because we do have a connections in between. So we kind of like reaching out to them and on whether how we can support them in that perspective in terms of donations.
And so I'm not sure when RoboInu launched. It's in the Ethereum blockchain. Can we go through the early days of the launch and what's been happening with the team and the community?
So basically, RoboInu launched in November 2021, I think early last year. And because, for long-term visions and also the longevity of this project, we do not want to kind of like to hype the token, to pump the token, and then eventually crash the price down. So organic growth has been our, strong commitment to this project. And prior to after the launch, about 2 weeks or so, or 3 weeks, the original ownership was being renounced, and then the community was taken over the project and run together with the people behind this project, the developer that created the contract and all of that. Initially it was it was about 100 holders, and but of course, as you know, organic growth is not something that easy, because we need to bring in the authentic and genuine holders so that the project can go long, and also ensure that the project can go further in the futures, right? So and that is also because of part of the ambitions of the team, that we want to go for venture capital once the token reach a certain stage of milestone. So that's the reason why we focus on organic growth for the token. And up to today, we have about 3,100 holders, and that is exclusive of all the token that all the holders that on Bitmart, because we got listed on Bitmart I think in February, and that's how the progress of the token right now. And also at the current moment, we are going through a stage of rebranding, because if you see that a lot of people has been coming to RoboInu, and the thing that we are developing are very fintech related, so we want to rebranding the token to make it look more more tech savvy or more fintech related, so that the people coming from the financial industry or the people that have the bigger investment capital, they kind of like looking at the token more professional, as well as more more tech driven meme coin. So that's what on the current going progress at project at the current stage right now.
You've got the RoboInu finances platform. Buyers and sellers will work together using smart contracts built on the finances platform. I'm wondering, how that works and what's available for investors on the finances platform.
Right. So the reason why we have been talking about financial and fintech related, because we are going to launch our wallet prototype. This is the core focus of our project that we call Robo Wallets. So this Robo Wallet is because in the early days when we was students or we just graduated from college, we kind of like understand the problem of the people that encountering of the financial planning, and all this financial planning, it come down to how you actually track your own expenses. So it doesn't matter that you are spending in British pound or US dollar. So we try to create a wallet where it can help people to track the expenses in terms of the fiat money as well as the cryptocurrency expenses. And and apart from that, because we realize that the difficulty of how the people are transferring the money from one country to another country. Like let's say for example, if I stay in the United States but my parents stay in Vietnam, for example, how am I going to transfer money back home? And back in the days, we have to go through the traditional way of doing that, like Western Union or the bank, or go through a broker in between and earn we need to pay a certain commission. So this robo wallet is going to have the capability where you are able to send cryptocurrency. Like in the United States, I'm going to send $500 value worth of RoboInu, and then my parents in Vietnam, they're going to receive in Vietnamese dong that $500 worth in their bank account. So that two core features of the Robo Wallet, that is something that we kind of like understand that it's gonna solve the basic fundamental of how the people always talk about the idea of financial freedom, because we believe that financial freedom, it need to have a basic step where you have to understand your financial planning needs. How are you going to plan forwards based on your expenses habit? So that is part of the ecosystem.
That's great. With the Robo Wallet, will there be any small fees for sending money out, or work for investors?
Right. So basically, I mean, definitely, there is a certain fee. However, the fee is gonna be very minimal. Like let's say, for example, the broker, kind of like the broker, the Western Union. If you send $1,000, they're gonna charge you about $15 to $20. Then probably for RoboInu, they gonna because that fee is because in between the integrations between ourselves and the vendor in between. So that is just a blockchain kind of fee where it can cost you about like a dollars or $2. However, we are trying to bridge that gap as well. And also at the same time, not every single token you are able to send cross border. The reason because we only allow, of course, RoboInu token, and the dominant one, which we call Ethereum or Bitcoin, and also our partner token. So let's say, for example, Welltalk, you guys have a Wellcoin, you guys have a coin, and then we become a partner, then probably any holder of Wellcoin can use our wallet to send cross border to the other country.
Well, you look at partnership with other projects then and expand the Robo Wallet for them to use with their tokens as well.
Yeah, I think Robo Wallet, we don't we don't allow any other token except for the partner token. And of course, for a partner token, definitely the fee is kind of like gonna be slightly higher than RoboInu holders, because we still trying to encourage the people to use RoboInu. So if you have a RoboInu token in your wallet, so instead of like you are paying $5 of the fee, then probably if you use RoboInu to have in your wallet to pay for the fee, then probably you're gonna get a discount, like based on the $5 of the normal fee is going to be 10 or 20% less. So that is something that we are still working on the logical and also the commercial perspective.
So if projects hold the RoboInu, yeah, they get advantages and perks to using the Robo Wallet. And also the Robo Wallet, I noticed it's going to tie in with the Robo NFT marketplace. You get this integrated there, so the Robo Wallet can hold the NFT collectibles.
Yep, exactly. So that's the reason why we kind of like focus on developing the product right now. We have been working on it, since since the day when we actually like a couple of months ago when we started, and then well, we are already working on the prototype and bringing more engineer and also the UI UX designer, and also and of course we do have the project manager. I mean, I myself acting as a PM right now, giving the directions, how the project, how this features being developed and all that. And then this NFT marketplace, it's not like a typical loot rare or open seas NFT marketplace. So it more on for the highly value items that being auctioned daily. So basically the wallet is be able to contain this NFT item. And also at the same time, you need to have a RoboInu in order to kind of like participate into this daily auctions, in order to auction for whatever item that you like. And of course, the concept of this NFT marketplace is we're gonna of course we do have a network already, so we gonna bring in the people who have already have that kind of reputations or that kind of in the NFT marketplace, and then they're gonna bring in the highly value item. And then that was when the RoboInu holders kind of like have the kind of express the interest and how they can use RoboInu as the token to auction for those items.
And you're planning a Robo Launchpad as well. How's that going to work for investors and projects? What will the currency would they pay in, and will there be like whitelist spots for investors that hold RoboInu?
Right. So for this Robo Launchpad is something that we think that it's gonna be something that differentiate us from other people as well, because we realize that there's a lot of tokens outside there. They launch the token and then they rug pull, and then the developer will just pull out the liquidity pool and things as such. So that's why the idea is that we want to have a Robo Launchpad. So Robo Launchpad is acting as an incubator, so to evaluate any new project that gonna launch into the market. So the benefits of having a launch pad for RoboInu holders is RoboInu holders gonna have the early access into the new project prior to the project being launched into outside markets. And of course, RoboInu holders only I mean, there will be no exclusively launch for this launchpad. So every single token they need to meet a certain terms and condition that being drafted by our legal team. So it's kind of like it's gonna be there is a certain criteria in terms of what we call legal as well as from commercial perspective. So all these are being laid out, and then we're gonna bring in the people coming from our community as well. If you have an expertise in certain in certain segment like NFT or or gaming or Web3 or things like that, then we're gonna bring in when we actually putting the hiring from the community, so that all these the expert coming in forming a group and acting as this incubator will be diversified and more fair in that perspective to evaluate all these projects.
Okay, great. And with the Robo NFT marketplace, are you actually going to mint some Robo NFT series as well for investors?
No. So Robo NFT marketplace, we are not thinking going from the minting perspective, because as I mentioned earlier, that the highly value auction. So basically because the if you know about this website called StockX, so basically is like those sneaker that are limited editions and things like that. So or the one that NFT that has been a very highly valued right now is Bayer app coin, things like that. So we are looking at the highly valued items, and the people who own that exclusively, then we're gonna reach out, and then of course at the initial period of time we definitely have already a close network who are in the NFT space, and then we're gonna bring these people on board to kind of like test out the NFT marketplace, so that you're gonna see the reactions, and then subsequently when the with more holder, more user enjoy the benefits of having this NFT marketplace, and that was when become the attraction to the people outside there who are exclusively who all those exclusive item for NFT, and then they gonna bring up and then register themselves, and then they can put up as auctions on the platform.
Great. And looking at the tokenomics, you said that 10% of the supplies been split, 5% is going to NASA. Did you approach sort of NASA about that before the launch? Have you been in contact with them and donated some money? There'll be a large wallet holder, will they? And then 5% of tokens for charity donation as well. So you've been giving money to certain charities.
Yep, exactly. So, and of course, I think this we also address with our community on a weekly AMA. I mean, when the first token was launched, so these the certain percentage that being donated to NASA or any related space research center like John Kennedy in Florida. So those activities. So when and the token is still there, has not been sold yet. So once all these token, slowly being sold, then we're gonna do a press release. If you see that on our website, we kind of like are covering a lot from the press release in UK, also in US, and also in Asia. So also the same thing when we actually started, selling. I mean, definitely it's not gonna sell in a whole chunks of coin to crash the coin down. So the intention is kind of like when we actually hit a larger exchanges, and that was when the liquidity also get larger, and also the capability of holder become larger, and that was when we're gonna slowly sell these portions. Let's say for example 10%, we're gonna sell like 0 point like bit by bit, portion by portions. And once all this fund being sold, then we're gonna publish it to the community, of course, to the press release as well, because we want to make it known to the public outside there. All this fund will be going to NASA. And at the moment right now, if you know that NASA is a very government related company. So we are already started talking to these people, and how kind of like how materialize our these ambitions.
And with the tokenomics on the buys and sells, how does it work for investors?
So for the investor, for the buy tag, we have about 4%, and also for the sales tag, we have like 10%. So basically, the holders, in terms of holder, we have like 1% of buy and also 3% of sell. So in total, holder can gonna get like 4% as the reflections. And the good thing about this is because at the initial launch of the token, the token was burned 40% of the supply. And of course, so the mechanism of the burning is like how the largest holder is gonna get the most number of reflected token as a rewards. Then that also means that the burn wallet is considered as one of the largest holder, and that's why if more transaction, then more volume, and then the whole the that wallet is gonna get the most reflection, and that eventually make the token deflectionary. So that's how eventually the supply is gonna be reduced. If the value keep increasing, then we're gonna cause the supply shock. And for the rest of the 3% and also the 7% is going to the marketing wallets. Of course, some people, some new potential investor, or some of you maybe in the core, you have a concern about the percentage that go into the marketing wallet. So these marketing wallets, we're going to use that for the liquidity. And if you know that running a project, when you go into an exchange listing, you need to provide liquidity. And just recently, we also burned that 1% when that worth about $500,000 when we hit 3,000 holders. Because for the supply shock, it's based on the auto burning. We also have this manual burning. So this manual burning, where it coming from? It's going to come from the marketing wallets, that 1%. So, and also to fund all this thing, eventually we want to get into the tier one exchange and all that. So all this marketing wallets token is going to use for the liquidity, and also eventually also use for certain marketing strategy as well.
And have you had auditing done on the RoboInu contract? Had some audits done?
I'm sorry, I couldn't get your questions. Could I have the pardon,
Sorry,
please?
yeah. Have you had auditing done on the RoboInu contract?
Well, RoboInu, as I say again, we kind of like looking at the rebranding. So, this whole thing is gonna be rebrand in terms of the website, and also from the brand itself, how the people looking at it, and of course, eventually, some people may have a concern about Ethereum chains is gonna be an expensive network, but so we are also looking at deploying into another change. So the potential one that we are looking at is Polygon, because that is where when we build our wallet and everything is gonna run upon.
So you're looking to do cross train onto Polygon? Did you say with the RoboInu token?
Correct. Exactly.
Awesome. So have you actually had any audits on the RoboInu contract, a CertiK or
right
audit?
So at the moment, the contract, I mean, prior to after the launch, the contract source was the coding was edited by the the tech rate. And for us here at RoboInu, we have a very close relationship with CertiK, because we have been working with them very closely. So the intentions of having the auditing with CertiK is when the Robo wallet is being launched, and then then we're gonna do the coding auditing with 30, before running the madness of the wallet. And also at the same time, the KYC, because this is one of the services that being offered to the community since the beginning of January by 30. So 30 will also KYC the founding team of the RoboInu token, because I think that that is a very important kind of like factor to reassure the potential investor as well as the existing community that the token is here for a long time, or because it's a KYC, and then 30 is going to collect all the information prior to the success of issuing certifications of the KYC.
In the future, when you hit 50,000 holders, you're going to have a Robo Ventures, which is going to be making investments in Tesla and SpaceX for investors.
Right. Exactly. So that is something that I think it is a huge ambition for us. I mean, I myself has been an early investor of Tesla when it was when it was like $30 or even way earlier, things like that. So I have a strong conviction that the EV markets for Tesla and also the space or related companies, SpaceX and Neuralink and all that, is going to be dominate the entire the stock market in that perspective. So we're going to bring in the people with the investment knowledge, like people coming from Goldman Sachs or JP Morgan, those people, because certain people in certain friends, certain colleagues in our network that during my years of career, or even the team also coming from the banking and financial services. So we're gonna form the investment fund, that fund is gonna invest, allow RoboInu, kind of like if you hold RoboInu, you are actually owning a portions of the SpaceX or Tesla or related companies, because SpaceX is not an IPO company. So we hope that to achieve this ambitions, right before SpaceX got IPO. I don't know, so but that is something that we really wanted to materialize. So and then because Bitcoin will go down one day, right? So it will never go up forever, because in 2017 it really crashed out, that make the entire space really boring and very down, depressing too. So that is something that our expectation as well. So during the bear markets of Bitcoin, as long as you are holding RoboInu, so whatever the profit that we invested into this company, we're gonna return to the holder as a dividend. So of course, we are not the people who have the accounting or very how to calculate all these dividends. So when we hit that stage, we're gonna bring in the people with the relevant skill to calculate all this dividend distributed back to the investor.
Great. So it would be based on how many RoboInu tokens each investor has to the share of what they would get in Tesla and SpaceX. I'm wondering, would you have like voting on the dividends, whether you would claim the dividends and share them out to the community, or you would reinvest them back into Tesla and SpaceX?
Oh well, so these are very good questions. Basically, I think we don't have any minimum amount that the holder need to hold in order to receive this dividend, because so for this company, as a long term investor in Tesla before, I think that the return of the company has been doing extremely well, despite the markets, like or even though the war going on, or even the economic crisis and all that. So all this is gonna calculate based on whatever amount that you hold, and then the profit that we get, like say for example, if we invest a $1 million dollars into SpaceX and Tesla, and then after 1 year, and what is the return is going to be like, then we have to think about how to balance that portfolio. It's just like how the investment fund funding that has been doing, then we're going to balance that fund, and then we're going to sell it a portion portion of it, or Tesla or whatever related company, and then we're gonna use that profit and then distribute to these people, or even we are not gonna use that, but of course because we do have a marketing wallet, right? So those money that coming from generated from the marketing wallets, then of course at the moment right now it's too early to say exactly what is the plan is going to be, but of course we do have an ideas of how is it going to be like. And when we actually brought in the people with relevant knowledge in terms of accounting and all that, how to make the numbers better and how to make it more profitable for the company as well as the holder. So these two remain as our sole fundamental point. That was when then we decide how are we going to distribute this profit in whichever way that it can benefit the holder the most.
And what sort of security will be around that, for the investors? Will it be in a multiple accounts, so someone on the team couldn't just sort of sell the investments that you make in Tesla and SpaceX? What's the sort of security around that?
Well, the security around that is definitely we're gonna establish these robo ventures as the investment fund, and then we're gonna because a lot of investment fund right now you can actually track the holding and all that. Of course, that in that perspective, we're gonna kind of like allow the people who can actually look at all this. It's just like Kathy Goods or the ARKK that they have an investment fund, and you can literally can track that how much of share that they own for Tesla, how much of share that they are owning for Neo and all that. So it's a similar for Robo Ventures. So that is what we are trying to do, and we're gonna have a place where people can access to all this, the percentage of the investment fund and what is the allocations and all that. So when there is an adjustment and all that, then the people, everything will be transparently published to the press release and all that. And of course, when it being made known to the community or the people outside there that looking at it without investing into RoboInu, that was when definitely we will bring in the advisor, the financial advisor who has already been in the industry for a longest time, that has a very successful track record of investment as well. And of course, the reason why we are saying that because we have already have this advisor with us, and they have been in this for the longest time. And at the certain stage, we are not putting them on the website. That doesn't mean that because of this all this NDA process and all that. But after the rebranding, slowly we're gonna bring all these people on board, join us at the team as well.
Okay, great. And going forward into the next quarter, this quarter now, what are you planning around the marketing for RoboInu project?
Well, at the moment, I think we have been, right, because doing the AMA with you guys is also part of our marketing, because we realize that a lot of tokens outside there, very competitive, and the YouTuber and all that has been kind of like talking about the token here and there. So we really invest in that as well, and unfortunately, it didn't give us a lot of things that we wanted. So at the current moment, the team outsource the marketing activity to all the top firms in the crypto space. I mean, if you guys in the core, which are the company, you can go to the website and check our logo is there. So we talk to different marketing companies to customize our marketing campaign. So all these vary from, initially we run on Telegram and also TikTok, YouTube, and also we run aggressively on ads, Google ads, Facebook ads, and also Instagram ads and all that, and also Brave browser ads. That is something that we're gonna kick it off as well. I think in the next couple of days, because we really want to bring in the genuine and also organic holder who can understand the long-term visions of the token. And also in terms of in the next couple of weeks. I think it's gonna be very interesting because when we release the wallet, we're gonna look at the go viral, meaning that we're gonna have a road shows in a certain country as well, with our wallet prototype that running. And of course, for the NYC billboard, I'm not sure whether it's gonna work, but of course we are currently in the discussion as well, kind of like prior to when the launch of the wallet is ready, we're gonna show our wallet prototype on those NYC billboard as well.
Right, we can move on to team questions now. If anyone's got a question for Vi at RoboInu on the team, this project, go ahead, ask your questions.
Yeah, hey Glenn, I was listening and it sounds super interesting, and I only have a few questions, just clearing some stuff up. So you mentioned your wallet, and I was curious, is it going to be a non-custodial wallet, and will it be available for mobile devices, or how will that work?
Right. So, basically, this wallet, we are also working on three versions: the desktop versions, or also app versions, and also this app version is gonna include both what we call Android and also iOS, and because for iOS we also have a different versions like iPhone 13, iPhone Pro Max, or iPhone 14, phone 12, iPhone 11, and all that. So kind of different version as well. So the UI and UX designer, we work thinking on different versions so that it can fit in nicely.
Sounds good. Yeah, sounds interesting. I was also going through your dashboard and looking at some of the stuff you have up there, and I noticed that you have a upcoming or already finished partnership with the crypto card. So I was curious about that. What does that look like? What does that mean? Will people be able to pay with your native tokens on some shops, or will it be some sort of web integration with them? What is that
Right.
looking like?
Exactly. So we recently our partnership with established our footprint into the e-commerce platform. So crypto card is just the stepping stone, and they are more focused a lot on the gift card. Like if you can purchase gift card through Amazon, through Airbnb, or even Netflix. So there's a couple of vendors, even in Shopify, also Amazon. So you can actually pay and check out by a RoboInu token. So and of course, the next thing that we're gonna come up with is a now payment. So the integrations already in process. So probably on Monday, the integration between RoboInu and now payments is gonna be ready. Is gonna go live, and through now payment, the holders or potential investors can actually look at the fact that RoboInu is available in different merchants, and those merchants that have already connected with now payments. So that is something that another partnership is going to materialize on Monday. I mean, on Monday, probably on Pacific time.
Yeah, it sounds good. This is what I tell people all the time. Like you need to spend some of your crypto, so you're offering people a way to buy gift cards and spend it and use it all around. So it sounds super exciting.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just had like one more curiosity. I think you mentioned earlier that you will go through a sort of a rebranding process. So I'm curious, why will that happen? Why did you decide to go for a rebrand, or what does that mean?
Right. So the purpose of this rebranding is to give the token kind of like a complete look of more not a meme coin, but more on to look more professional and more what exactly that Robo Inu, because we realize that we need a brand identity. So I mean, for the community, you have a hashtag, you can have like Robo Inu, Robo Warrior, and things like that. But again, all this is just from the community, from the social media perspective. But what is the brand identity that if you are in the corporate world, what is your well-coined talks identity beside your logo, beside whatever that already on social media? Because you need to present those brand what does that mean? What is RoboInu? What is NASA? What is all this the space activity? So when the people you don't have to explain so much, but when the people look at your website or your email signatures or your business card, they probably know that what is your brand is and what do you represent. So that is something very important. And also because of the fact that we have a different products in our ecosystem, so we need a brand guide. Like let's say if we need this is a blue color or black color and things like that, so it needs to be across all the ecosystem. Every single product it needs to be the same. What is the font size that we need to use on our website? So that's the reason why we think that in order for us to take one step further, go into the venture capital seeding and funding, then we need to rebranding this entire concept of RoboInu.
Yeah,
But
it's
again, the vision is still remain the same, the content and all that. But it's just that it's just like you yourself and you just change different clothes. That is
yeah,
just
I,
what it
I
means.
I understand. Yeah, I understand. You've grown to the point where you're trying to capture different demographics and be more appealing to certain people. Yeah, it makes
Exactly.
sense. Yeah, it makes sense. All right. Yeah. Thank you for answering.
Great. Let's move on to investor questions. We've got lots of hands up today. Let's start with Venice. You had a question for Vi here at RoboInu. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, Glenn. I do have a couple of the questions. Actually, I want to know from the Robo Inu team that I want to know, will you guys have any tier system for your Robo Launchpad having different requirements? Like if someone choose your premium tier for launching their project, then they will get more focus, more promotion, and advertised by your team as well as compared to some other tiers.
I think because the purpose of Robo Launchback is to ensure fairness. So everybody is going to be the same. So number one rule, there's will be no exclusive launching. Or number two, every single marketing or even advertisement is going to be the same. So there's nothing that is gonna be, if you want to raise fund for 500,000, then you're gonna get more marketing, and if you raise fund for $100,000, then you're gonna get less marketing. No, because we want to also this is also to convey to the community and also to the new project developer that at RoboInu is we want to emphasize on the key value that is fairness. So as long as your project can have a potential to grow and bringing the value to the community, RoboInu as that per se, then we can definitely go through the application process on how to kick off, allow the project developer to raise fund, and also at the same time bring this, the visibility of the project to the community.
Okay, great. And also on your roadmap, I read about your real world events. So I was wondering, what will be these events and who will be eligible for participating in them?
Well, definitely it's gonna be our holders for this real world event. So because when it come down to corporations that you're gonna have all this retreat and all that, the kind of like appreciation to the community where we hit a certain milestone and all that, and definitely when the company achieve a certain already reach a certain level, then we are we be very happy to use the marketing wallet to fund for all these reward events where we're gonna bring in the people that coming from the industry that have a certain fame and already establishment or reputations in the market, kind of like educational talk or conference and things like that, or thing that have some sort of like crypto related or non-crypto related, because at here we want to promote the educational values for our community.
Okay, and I have one more question. As you guys also have plans and your 5% reserved for funding to join the NASA mission. So I want to know, what is your plan to fund the NASA mission? Like, will you just donate the money to their cause, or you also have or also have you tried to contact NASA team or their officials about this and had a discussion on this issue?
Correct. Just now I like what Glenn actually and I discussed earlier. So basically for this fund of NASA, we kind of like we are already reach out to our contact at NASA and understand and also express our interest on how to support NASA in their research activities. So once that are being are being finalized and also being agreed upon, then of course it's gonna take time because NASA is something that it's a government related company, so it's not like a private corporations and things like that. So once this the fund being donated, I mean definitely we need to sell a certain tokens. However, whatever that being sold, we're gonna inform the community and that okay, we're gonna sell this amount of money, and all this amount of money is not only being published in our social media but also it's gonna go through a press release, like in Yahoo Finance or Market Watch or even Balinza for the I mean, for kind of like making known to public for PR perspective, and also to make sure that everything is being documented down as a transparency purpose.
Okay, well, thank you so much for answering all my questions. You guys have really great plans for RoboInu, so thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you for asking the
Right.
question.
And next, Aisha, you had a question for Bayat RoboInu project. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. Okay. You mentioned that, for example, sender will be able to send $500 worth value of RoboInu tokens to receiver in any country, and recipient will get money in their local currency to their bank account worth of $500. This is just example. I want to understand that how will this mechanism work? I mean, do sender has to link his bank account with the Robo wallet, or Robo wallet will directly send the fiat in the recipient bank account?
Okay, there is a misunderstanding over here. So this robo wallet is basically is a sender. I mean, from the sender perspective, it's just like imagine that is a MetaMask wallet or a Coinbase wallet or even a Trust wallet. So basically, this wallet allow you the capability to kind of like to store cryptocurrency, right? So imagine Robo Wallet is also the same as Coinbase Wallet and Trust Wallet or even MetaMask Wallet. They have the capability of storing RoboInu and other coins like mentioned. So you can use this wallet and transfer, meaning you need to send out. Just the same thing when you send from your MetaMask wallet to Binance or even to Coinbase or even to Crypto.com, things like that. So this robo wallet, you're gonna send this $500 worth of token RoboInu, and then you're gonna at the recipient you're gonna receive the money as the fiat money that is go directly into the bank of you, the recipient. So of course in between that are different transaction gonna take place, and in order for us to achieve that we're gonna have a different integration in between, and the reason why we are working in this way because we already know the people that from the team. We already know the people who are working in the a similar concept, but they are more on the fiat to fiat. So what you are talking about is fiat to fiat. Now we are talking about is crypto to fiat. So that is two different concepts. But in order for that concept to work, we need to bring in the traditional way of doing things, meaning that whatever that the money that being the cryptocurrency that being sent out is gonna convert into the stablecoin in between, and then from stablecoin it go into the recipients, the money, fiat money that directly link into the bank. So those transaction in between, as the holder or the user of Robo Wallet, you don't have to worry about, because that is from a technical perspective. So that is how things that is gonna work for from a Robo Wallet. I hope that answers the question.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I was asking about crypto to fiat, not fiat to fiat. I didn't know about the transactions in between. That was my question. Thank you for explaining. Okay, I do have another question. I want to know that will users be able to connect their PayPal account or credit card to Robo Wallet for buying cryptocurrencies, or RoboInu token directly in wallet and then transfer RoboInu worth of fiat to any recipient in any country?
Correct. So, for Robo Wallets, I mean, and that's the reason why we kind of like have an integration with our Now Payment and also Chain Now, so that allow the people can purchase, eventually can purchase, Robo Inu by a credit card, whether it's a Mastercard or a Visa card or even by Apple Pay, or your Moon Pay. So this is the stepping stone, and also a kind of like the first features that we're gonna go live, that the people are able to purchase RoboInu with the most convenient form of payment, which is credit card.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Thank you for answering my questions.
Thank you. Thank you for asking the questions.
All right, let's move on to Syed. You had a question for RoboInu. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Glenn. Okay, so you mentioned about the launchpad, and I also read on your white paper that you will guarantee that no scam project will be released on the RoboInu launchpad. So I want to know that how will you make sure that projects will who are allowed to use your launchpad do not scam? I mean, will it be necessary for the project team to be doxed, and will you do your own background checks as well? And and what about the contract? You are planning to audit the contract by yourself?
Of course, when it comes to bringing new project for the launchpad, so the purpose of this launchpad is to allow the new project developer to raise fund. And this launchpad is how it works. The mechanism is for RoboInu holders, if they have RoboInu, let's say for example 500 token, and they can deposit this 500 token into the launchpad. So this launchpad, let's say for example Wellcoin Tar is gonna launch a coin, Wellcoin, and then so at that point of time deposit into the launchpad, and then the project developer gonna decide the price of this well coin, right? Then that was when 500 coin of RoboInu, how many coin of well coin that the holder is going to receive, and depends on the number, the amount of money that the project developer to raise fund. So when it comes to funding and all that, it's a very risky factor, and that's the reason why we have to go through our legal team. And of course, when the rebranding is gonna be completed, we're gonna put our legal advisor on the website as well. So to make sure that this thing is not a scam, meaning that the project developer have to provide a certain documents, whether it's going to be a contract auditing, and of course the KYC and things like that. And of course, from the crypto space, being a developer myself, I know the commercial term, but in terms of a legal perspective, then the legal advisor of our company gonna step in and also provide a certain terms and certain condition that the project developer need to meet. I mean, they need to hit certain criteria in order for them to launch the project on our launchpad.
Got it. Moving to my last question, which is related to the Robo Wallet. I read on your white paper that Robo Wallet user can own a digital asset value with just a click of a mouse on a Robo Inu NFT marketplace, and assets will go to the Robo Wallet. So I was wondering that will users be able to transfer these digital assets to Trust Wallet or MetaMask wallet as well?
Well, you can. Because for that we never think about it, because at the end of the day, we want the people to use our Robo Wallet. So with that, it become the foundation. So in terms of from a technical or development perspective, we have not thought about that, whether we're gonna allow the holder, the user, transfer the NFT piece to other wallets and things like that. But again, when creating, having these kind of wallets and that kind of NFT marketplace, we have to design in such a way that it ensure the stickiness of the product into the holder, into the user perspective. So we have to make sure that that the holder need to use our product. So that is our main our main goal. So in order for us to do that, we have to design in such a way. But as I want to thank you for raising this question. So it's a very interesting question. So we have not thought about it at all. But of course, in terms of a typical way, then definitely you are able to transfer. But in a longer horizon, when we have more user, we want to make sure that the stickiness and the user stick to what they are using, which is the Robo Wallet. Then we have to think of a way to make sure that that is going to happen.
Yeah, got it. Thank you. And you guys are working on really awesome features. Thank you.
Thank you for asking the
Yeah,
questions.
Great questions today from our investors. Thank you very much. We're coming up to time here now for the RoboInu project. It's awesome. Like you say, you've got over 3,000 holders. You're doing that with NASA, the donations, robotic dogs going to Mars. So you're supporting that project, and you've got lots of utility with the Robo Wallet, the Robo Launchpad, Robo NFT marketplace coming. So yeah, it's a really exciting project for our investors to hear today. We do say if anyone's got any questions, we can get you safely over to the official RoboInu Telegram if you want to go over there. Do you have the VC open sometimes, Vi?
Oh yeah, we kind of like at the moment we do AMA like on a weekly basis with the community to kind of like to update the community in terms of the development as well as the marketing activities and the kind of expectation the community should have from the development team. But the last 2 weeks we stopped because we kind of like we go live more often, meaning that we go live with the YouTube channel from the influencer, or also here we are with you guys. And the next one that we're gonna do is with what we call the Big Mart. So Big Mart Exchange is gonna be our host on the Twitter space. So because with the current moment that we're gonna have the launch of the wallet, so we're gonna present ourselves outside there more aggressively by bringing this product outside and present to the people outside there that this is our wallet, and that is our strategy going forward.
Okay, well, thank you very much for coming today, Vi. It's been very interesting talking about the RoboInu project. I'm looking forward to the future with all the utilities coming out and the wallet, Robo Wallet. That'd be awesome. So I'll finish the recording. I'll send a copy over to you to share with your community shortly. It's been great speaking today.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Glenn, and also the team for hosting this event. For Side and also Venice. And also I think one more person, Isa. Yeah, I think appreciate your questions. So perhaps you guys can DM me. Maybe I can airdrop you guys $100 offer RoboInu tokens. I'm not sure whether we are going to the moon, but definitely we are going to Mars. So yeah, appreciate the host today and also asking all the questions. Really nice to be here.
Great. Yeah. Aisha's a great community member. Asks great questions. She'll really appreciate winning them tokens in the RoboInu project. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day, everybody.